week, I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Seahawks and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
It's certainly not a great start. You give up the one-play touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in one play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play may have forced their hand a little bit in their play calling. They didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we got time. Let's go and work it downfield. Well, you got a big play against us? We're coming right back to you. And it didn't go the way they envisioned.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
He juked him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. himself for 11 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Back to throw. Pickett.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Pickett now on 1st down. A short one there to Fryermuth.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, and that is incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. For the short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Pickett sets up play action.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Pickett.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 75 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, It was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Seahawks at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it looked like he marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Walker.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready, set.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Walker once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On second down, it's Bradley, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Let's go.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
Here we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Stiff-armed him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Pickett.
Going underneath to the tight end, Green. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here comes third and about a foot. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Pickett.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And now, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. Evades the tackler, and now some space.
He's on his way.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line.
Harris will start to drive out.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
To the air on first down with Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he's got Smith-Njigba.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Back now in Pittsburgh, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Steelers.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. There's the stiff arm. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Pickett.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Taking the sideline grin as well. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes. but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And now here's another interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Straight ahead, Walker.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Panther 60, Panther.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The throw over the middle taken in. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He still makes the catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And he will have the Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions. Whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. K.J. Hamler. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. Play and match their firepower.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pickett now from the gun here.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
2 yards to go, second down. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pickett right back to the air again.
And it's caught. Tompkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear?
Yeah, I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough, and I'm taking another. Get plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever the she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper, now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel make me feel different. I swear I don't feel never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He determined just from his section. Island Daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with you. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper, now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different.